Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a premium medium database question that I just solved on my own. So I'm super happy about this and I'm very glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance. So let me show you how I did it. This is number 1841, league statistics. So there's a lot of information in this one, but basically you just have to follow the instructions. So first of all, let's get the name since we're going to need that. So let's just call this names, default dict of type string because the key is integer, the value is a string. For I, T, and enumerates teams, team ID. So names of T is going to be equal to teams, team name of I. Cool. So now we need different dictionaries for matches played. Matches played is just going to be the total number of matches in total. So you can see for Dortmund 4, for example, that's just everything in these two if you just tally them up. So let's just call this matches played. And we're just going to add counter of matches home team ID. So home and away team both count. Away team ID. Cool. So now we're going to have to so we have this and this now for the points and the goals for, goals against, and difference. Let's go ahead and use a default dict of type integer because it's going to make it easier later. 1 2 3 4. Cool. So now, for the total points, this is a little bit challenging because we have to calculate according to these rules. I'm going to copy them here. And so, basically, winning equals 3, losing equals 0, draw equals 1 to both. Cool. So that's the key information we need. So now, we're going to get each one and we're going to compare these two to determine which team is the winner and which is the loser. So let's go ahead and say let's call this just M is a default dict of type list because we're going to have to say win or lose. Okay, so for I M in enumerate matches home team ID. Okay, so let's call this home team goals and away team goals. Matches home team goals. Matches away team goals. So if home team goal is bigger or if it's equal or if it's less, so if it's bigger then we're going to just let's just go ahead and append. So M home team goals or M, well, let's call this P for the lack of a better name. We're going to append a win. And then if this guy wins, then the other team has to lose. The other guy has to lose. So let's call this matches away team ID of I. We're going to append a loss. Otherwise, if they're both neutral, then just P of M dot append draw P of matches away. Let's call this away team ID. Let's do matches away team ID of I. So let's just say ATID. ATID dot append draw. Otherwise, it's the opposite. So let's call this ATID P of M dot append loss P of ATID dot append win. Okay, because away is bigger. So cool. So now let's go over. Let's just call this K and P and now we're going to tally up for the whole thing because we have to do for all the wins. So let's call this win count Draw count and lose count is P of K dot counts of W, P of K dot counts draw, P of K dot counts loss. Cool. So we're going to add W count times 3. We're going to add draw count because that's just plus 1. Okay, and then for the loss, we don't add anything. So now, K and now is what we need. Oh, I and I. PK, BK. Oh, PK. So that list of the key. Cool. So now we have this points completely done. So we can just say points of K equals to now. Now we have to do these. So the goal's 4. Okay, so the goal's 4. Let's just go ahead and that's just going to be the total number of goals across all matches. So for 1, that's just going to be 0. Well, so 1, it's going to be 0 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0. That's 5. So 1 Ajax is 5. Cool. So it has to line up with the same column. So we can just say GF goals 4 of M plus equals to matches home team goals of I. GF. Okay, so yep, so that's that. And then GF of matches GF of ATID plus equals to matches away team goals of I. So let's just go ahead and print the points. So let's go ahead and print matches played, the points, the goals for. Matches away team goals. Oh. Okay, so you can see 6, 3, 5. Cool, that lines up. Now we have to do goals against. Shut the door. So goals against is the opposite. So here, goals against of M plus equals to matches of away team ID of I, because it's like this, and then this and this. Goals away of ATID plus equals to matches home team goals of I. Cool. So now let's go ahead and do GA. And then last but not least, we need GDiff. So that looks correct. No, why is it 115? Goals away M. Oh, away team goals, not away team ID. Cool. 923. 923. Cool. So now goal difference. So for G and goals 4, we're just going to say the difference is just going to be GF of G minus GA of G. So the same thing, this minus this to get this. Goal difference of G is equal to difference. Let's print MP points GF, GA, and GD. Cool. Now all we need equals to difference. Goals difference. Oh, we just called it diff. Let's rename that. Cool. So 404. Cool. Awesome. Now we just need the name. So Yeah, the name. So let's just go through one of them for M and MP, for example. The name, team name is just going to be names of, so you get this key, you get the value. And so let's print team names, MP of M. So if M in MP, because that's a counter, remember we had the counter, it doesn't, you have to check if the key exists. And then the rest points of M, that's why I made it a default dict. GFM, GAM, GD of M. Cool, for that particular team name. Okay, cool, so that lines up exactly. Now we have to just collect the results and sort it. Append tn mpm points of m, gf of m, ga of m, cool. And then last but not least, sort it by points. So x2 in descending order, negative x2 points, goal diff, negative x, negative 1, descending, and then team name. Lexicographical means non-descending. Cool. So now let's print answer. Cool. Dortmund, Arsenal, Ajax. Perfect. So now let's create 6 arrays. EF. So for v and answer, a.append v0. A, B, C, D, E, F. Cool. Now let's just set the data frame. Results 6 times. A, B, C, D, E, F. Return team name, matches played, points, goals for, goals against, and goal diff. Cool. So no plural, no plural. Cool. Let's run this. Okay, submit it. And there you go, passes all test cases. So again, I'm super happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any help and solve it completely on my own. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.